Well, in preparation for tonight, Chip asked me to put together a sort of TED Talk deal. Something that he asked, above all, be practical. So I want to start with what's going to seem like a simple question. Maybe too simple. But I'm going to ask it because not only is it a question all of us have been asking and answering tonight, but this question, I'm going to say, is the question you and your business must answer to be successful. The reason I say it seems simple is because we're used to giving simplistic answers to it. Not only that, but most of us, I would venture to say 99% of us in this room, answer it wrong. Here's the question. What do you sell? I usually go something like this. I sell insurance. I sell cars. I sell tourism, websites, or tires, or coffee. I sell athletic equipment. Those may be true answers. Those are the wrong answers. The simple truth is, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that means whatever it is you think you're selling, whatever that thing, product, or service is, isn't the thing you should be selling. Now, this isn't an original idea, and in fact, those words, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, aren't original either. Those are Simon Sinek's words from a book entitled Start with Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. And this is the same principle that separates good businesses from great businesses. In fact, this is precisely how Jim Collins puts it in his classic Good to Great, why some companies make the leap and others don't. After studying 1,500 companies over a 40-year period and isolating the top 11 most highly performing, wildly successful brands, Collins boils down the one key differentiating factor to this. To take a company with great results and turn it into an enduring great company of iconic stature requires core values and a purpose beyond just making money. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So let me ask you again, what do you sell? To make this as practical as possible, I want to give you two down-home local examples. The first is an Oregon hero, Les Schwab Tires, and I'm sure all of us have our own Les Schwab story. So you know the question. What does Les Schwab sell? Now let's be really clear about this. The obvious answer is tires, right? It's right there in the logo. It's right there in the name of the company. But to think that Les Schwab sells tires is to miss the point of what makes them so wildly successful. Les Schwab doesn't sell tires, and I heard some murmurs already. Les Schwab sells trust. Trust. It's right there in their motto. Our business is earning your trust. And the powerful thing about what Les Schwab does is that this commitment to trust is anything but an on-the-wall platitude. Everything they do, from the clean white uniforms, to the warm, friendly greetings, to the best tires for your money promise, to the complimentary lifetime warranties, to the free rotations, rebalancing, air checks, and tire repairs, everything that Les Schwab does is not about selling tires. It's about selling trust. Because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The second example is a company called Zeal. You may not have heard of Zeal, but Zeal is a rapidly growing design and development agency here in Southern Oregon. I've been working with Zeal, developing their brand identity, focusing their messaging, crafting their core values for some time now. The one thing that the partners and I at Zeal have come back to over and over again is that Zeal does not get paid for writing code. Now sure, Zeal is a dev shop. They build and develop high-end software, applications, and websites. They do write code. But code is not what Zeal sells. What does Zeal sell? Zeal sells zealotry. Zeal sells passion. Zeal sells the ability to take your idea, especially those parts of your idea where you feel frustrated, dead-ended, and confused, and bring it to life. In fact, this is the language we put together in the first core value to drive this home. Why are we zealots? Because zealots are lovers. Hopelessly, enthusiastically, infectiously devoted to joy. To say we are zealots is to say we are more than passionate. It is to say we are fanatically passionate, recklessly so. And that's strong language for a bunch of nerds sitting in an office, banging out code. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And neither of these examples is an accident, and neither is alone. This is the principle that all great companies, to borrow Colin's phrase again, of iconic stature are built upon. This is the principle that Apple is built upon, whose chief designer Johnny Ive said in a 2012 interview, "At Apple, our goal absolutely is not to make money." This is the principle behind Zappos, who in 2009 was purchased by Amazon for $1.2 billion. You see, Zappos doesn't sell shoes and apparel. Zappos, as the title of their CEO book declares, deliver happiness. Fast Company, Entrepreneur, Forbes don't sell magazines. They sell status. Mercedes, BMW, Lexus don't sell cars, they sell success. Starbucks and Dutch Brothers don't sell coffee. They sell human connection, a chance at community. They're cheers for the 21st century, a place where not only everybody knows your drink, they know your name. Now, here's how I put it in every class I teach, client I engage, and brand I develop. All communication is sales. It doesn't matter what business you're in, what career path you're on, personal or professional, all communication is sales. Every time you put pen to paper, finger to keyboard, or voice to thought, you're selling. Every time you try to take what's inside your big, beautiful brain, what's rattling around inside your gray matter, trapped in your skull, and get it into someone else's, you're trying to make that exchange in a way that makes them say, yes, I will take two. So what do I sell? Now, some of you already asked me this tonight, and you weren't as crass as that. Most of you prettied it up. And you said something like, what do you do? My response? I'm a writer. I'm a content strategist. I'm a marketer. I'm a college communications instructor. But none of that is what I sell. What I sell is yes. Because people might not want to buy my words. They might not want to buy my strategy or my campaigns. They might not even want to buy an education. But listen, everybody is in the market for yes. So let me end by asking you the same question that I opened with a few moments ago. What do you sell? Your answer to that seemingly simple question will be the determinative factor in whether your business doesn't just survive, isn't just good, but is great, is enduring, is iconic, and is wild.